It's Selection Sunday, people, and no better time than now for some halftime live. I'm Joshua Matthew Peters, and I'm sealing the ball for the second during today's Warriors Timberwolves halftime. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm living in bizarre world all of a sudden. Like, are the Cleveland Browns good now? What is happening? Would you buy Saquon Berkeley Brown jersey? Better question. Would you bet on them? I wouldn't. Jason probably would. Now, if you're like me, you're probably needing a distraction, like Jason does all the time. And that's why we're here. Halftime Live, the sports trivia game show you play on your phone. You know, the phone that think Jason's on all the time and not doing work. Anyways, if this is your first time playing, here's how it's going to touch down Charlie Brown. I'm going to ask you 12 questions. Some are easy, some are hard. But you don't need to be a pro athlete to win. But fast phone fingers will certainly help you. Yes, they will. And if you make it all the way to the end, you're winning or splitting our cash prize, bro. Today's Selection Sunday jackpot is worth $100. Oh, and looks like we still got about a month before CBS starts playing One Shining Moment. So let's just see which one of you guys is going to have their very own shining moment right now. Question 1, in hockey, what is it called when the referee starts the play by dropping the puck between two opposing players? Is it a drop start? Is it a cross sticks? Or is it called a face-off? One of the few sports terms that is also a touchdown moment in the 1990s action movie starring Nick Cage and John Travolta. You saw it. I saw it. We all saw it. We're talking about it 27 years later. It's Face Off. And it's coming right after this on TNT. All right, next explosive question. Boom, number 2. Who's the head coach of the Golden State Warriors? Is it Phil Jackson? Is it Steve Kerr? Or is it Mr. Mark Cuban? Well, only one of these coaches can claim that they've been punched in the face by Michael Jordan. Punched in the face all the way to winning 3 championships together. Yeah, buddy. It's none other than Steve Kerr. And after his time with the Bulls, Kerr went on to San Antonio, where he teamed up with Tim Duncan and Dave Robinson and won another one. And now he's head coach of the Warriors, where he's won 2 more. Boom, this dude's a beast. And he knows how to pick shots. Hey, Steve. Need an intern? I'll be your Roger Goodwill. Just call me. Question number 3. Steve Young took over as a San Francisco 49ers starting quarterback in 1991 following an injury which left legendary Hall of Famer Joe Montana, Brett Favre, or Dan Marino. Dan Marino, famous quarterback from Ace Ventura. So it's not him. Does it literally surprise anyone with a pulse that Brett Favre never played for the 49ers? Even after he retired on, I don't know, it doesn't matter. The point is, he's out. But I think most everyone knows that Steve Young took over for Joe Montana. 4-time Super Bowl championship, Montana got traded to the Kansas City Chiefs in 1993 and took them to the AFC championships in his first year. He followed that up with a sexy 9-7 first-round loss, Danny Boy Marino and the South Beach Dolphins. From Dolphins to Wolves. Did you like that segue? Question number 4. Which of these players was drafted by the Timberwolves? Was it Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins, or Karl Anthony Towns? Now, I know Minnesotans would prefer their team to be homegrown, but unfortunately, Jimmy Butler, fresh off from being the face of the Bulls, Andrew Wiggins was actually drafted by the Cavs, and they traded him to the Wolves at halftime of his first summer league game. Therefore, the answer can only be the big KAT, Karl Anthony Towns. As you may recall, Minnesota took him first overall in the 2015 NBA draft, of course, remember, and he has been a beast in the league ever since. So wish another round for the big KAT himself. Here we go. Are you ready? Question 5. When in high school, Karl Anthony Towns played international basketball for which national team? Was it the United States, the Dominican Republic, or Puerto Rico? The U.S., the D.R., or the P.R.? I know some of you are thinking, I know, he's from Jersey, which is true, but he was eligible to play internationally due to his mama being from the Dominican Republic. That's right, Towns was selected to play from the Dominican national team. and then coached by John Calipari, who Towns would then go on to play for at Kentucky. Wow, it's not like Coach Cal to pull a fast one on us like that. Speaking of fast, Q Run TMC. Question number 6. Careful now, it's tricky. Which player represented the C in the Warriors' famous Run TMC trio? Was it Chris Webber? Was it Chris Mullin? Or was it Steve Curry? I love a good trip down Nelly Ball memory lane. Run TMC was the centerpiece of Coach Don Nelson's up-tempo offense and starred T. Tim Hardaway, M. Mitch Richmond, and C. Chris Mullin. Chris Webber was traded to the Golden State Draft in '93 for Penny Hardaway, but then he only lasted 1 season with the Warriors due to his sheer refusal, not going to play Nelly Ball. Don said, play or die. He said, neither, trade me to the Bullets, and they did, for Tom Agugliota and 3 first-round picks. Not bad. Who doesn't play Nelly Ball? The Googs does. And I bet the Googs played for Minnesota too, right? Yeah. Were they cheeseheads? Something like that. I'm Joshua Matthew Peters, and this is my profile. Here's my other.